Due to the dynamic nature of tabletop RPGs, the topics that may be discussed or played in these games are not suitable for all audiences, but some. The level of content maturity is considered 16 plus and your discretion is advised. Do we need a recap? I feel like maybe. Let's do one.
Yeah.
Where's my recap? Not me trying to fill time while I pull up the page. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we ended...
Zeneca knows a guy. that's where we ended.
Yeah. We ended at the end of Tuesday, March the 4th. Zeneca, you had reached out to your brother Korik, who informs you of a car meetup going on Saturday. You get the details for the car meetup and plan on going with you and the party to meet the drifter who's going to be taking you outside of the dome. There is also a trepidatiousness as Nyx is around you. You're constantly asking them for, what their, not desires, but like, just how they want things to go, I guess. Man, finding the words. We'll get there. And additionally, you find yourself with a hole in your bank account and needing to supplement that very quickly, especially since you're running with this new group. Enter Darwin, who gives you a job, makes you basically the boss, and then scrolls like pictogram on his phone while you're at work. Yeah, so you basically become like the office go-to, quickly arranging things and finding all sorts of details with like the money and how things are run. And for all intents and purposes, for a business in Barksville, this is doing great. It's doing amazing. The fact that they actually have a surplus is, man, that's great. That's wonderful business. But yeah, definitely not normal for any other business. You want to get that income stream much, much higher, that safety net much, much higher, so, the business itself doesn't have to feel like it's walking on eggshells, and in the case of some sort of emergency, you have some kind of net to land on. The two of you get to work, and Zeneca begins signing off on many of these jobs with a new waiver that she's lined out, so as to taking dangerous jobs, not blowing back on the company itself. There is some social discourse as people, maybe they didn't even have it in mind, but, or maybe they're just stubborn and don't like new things, of course, but people get them signed regardless. Change. Right. And work commences. While those two are at everything, Ryia and Shell go to visit the Veil Walkers Guild Hall, inquiring about those monthly quests that Ryia will have to accomplish in order to keep her status with the guild. She gets her 3 quests. They seem like super easy, and decides like she's going to take her time on them. She has a whole month to take care of them, so it's not like there is any kind of rush here. Just quickly scrolling through Greg's lists for any opportunity of like a quick turnaround, easy to do magical task that needs to be accomplished. Finds some potential hits, but it does also seem like maybe some preparation will need to be had, especially for things like the Identify spell. While this is going on, Shell, you decide to re-tackle the issue with the emails that you guys, or I should say Darwin, had downloaded over at one of Damien's houses. And yeah, you get to that task, spending your day parsing through all of these like names and texts and images, trying to see if there's any sort of other pattern or code that you can decipher. We left off at the end of Tuesday and dawning on Wednesday, March the 5th. So, rather than taking it day by day, I want to ask, is there a particular task you guys would like to do on Wednesday, except for, like, your job? Is this the day that you'd like to take care of a particular task? If not, we'll move on to Thursday, and so on.
Personally, no. All I'm, like, because I'm unable to do much, all I'm doing is, like, focusing on those emails at the moment.
Yeah.
On standby.
Yeah. Make me either a technology roll, a knowledge roll, or an investigation roll.
Okay, let's see. Do I have any of those that are okay? You said investigation, technology or knowledge?
Yeah.
I'll do investigation.
Alright.
Please, God. Why? I'm stupid.
It's like almost lunch. You quickly glance over to the number of emails, and you've barely have gone through like 6% of the total number. Man, there's a lot of these things, and you only have a quarter of them.
Yeah. Well, it gives me something to do, and a lot of it. So that's good.
Absolutely. Anyone else
could
have
Ryia,
a task? Yeah.
Could Ryia be helping Shell?
Yeah, you have emails as well. You have like your own blog.
Yeah. I'll focus on the emails, but I'll like make a point of like if Shell's gonna be like in a common area doing work, I'll like join him and do the work.
Sure.
But yeah.
I will allow you to make the same 3. Investigation, knowledge, technology.
You're a wizard.
You're a wizard.
This
Ryia.
is good. This is good. You're set. You're much more set than I am on this.
Yeah.
If you fuck this
You
up,
can't gas him up though.
I'm going to use a luck point.
Okay.
And yeah. Wow.
I am suing.
I have to look up. Do you have to take the new roll? I think you just choose which one you do.
Let me take a look.
Yeah, I'm pulling up the doc right now. Karma Mantar. You choose which of the D26. Yeah, okay. So you can choose.
Yeah, so I'll take the 14.
Okay. You're only spending 1, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's really difficult to decipher if there's any kind of code or pattern with these. And through your time in this day helping Shell, you actually aren't able to find anything here yet either. But there is an inkling that you get in the back of your head. If these emails were gotten from Damien's house, and Darwin had that weird interaction while in that body, is there maybe something that he could see beyond what you guys are trying to decipher? Could be a good lead, perhaps.
Well, what are we even looking for in these emails?
You're looking for like anything, any kind
Okay.
of lead or information that will get you to some kind of trail, right? Because you know you're looking for Damien, but you don't really know exactly what he's up to or why these people want him, right? And this job really is the brunt of Shell's corporate job. Just to put that plainly, like he's the one that brought this job to all of you guys, right? So this is kind of working for Shell's current objective, finding out and figuring out what Damien's up to. But in order to get that, like parsing through these emails was one of the paths that could decipher some kind of information.
So you're asking us for like a direction, right? Like if we're looking for a specific thing?
No. I was just
Oh.
explaining like what these emails are about, because
Oh, okay.
Darwin just downloaded them from Damien's house when he went up there to investigate, right? So, after a little bit of digging that you guys did in Chapter 0, you guys found, hey, there is some sort of pattern going on here. So now you guys are like digging to find out if you can parse it or find out some more information or whatnot. You guys are just looking for any kind of lead.
Gotcha.
We just failed to do it because our rolls were ass.
Very well.
Anything else going on this Wednesday?
I feel like
Yeah,
now,
you go ahead.
now that Darwin doesn't really need to worry about the day-to-day anymore, he would probably be helping out with these emails as well with his newfound
You bitch.
knowledge / experience.
It's my second day on the job.
You're
Just
the
like,
boss now. Take this out of my hands, please, God.
Now that he's got a wonderful assistant to do
Now
all
that I'm
these
the
things.
boss and I don't have to work, I'm gonna do something completely different at work.
I'm gonna do my side job.
I'm gonna do, yeah.
Okay.
so email, holding a company together.
Yeah,
All right.
Zeneca. I mean, you have a choice.
Thanks.
You have a choice.
No. She understands this is the most she's being paid for in a long time, so she doesn't want to fuck it up. So she's gonna keep working with the employees, get as many jobs signed off as she can, whether they like her new waiver or not.
Sure.
And she will also put feelers out to her corpo connections. Say, hey, discount jobs. Need something investigated, like doing the whole spiel thing.
You're
just letting them-
advertising.
I'm advertising, but to previous clients that I know have deep pockets, but still wouldn't mind like saving a buck or two by going with a company that's in Barksville.
Right. Just to put a little bit of a disclaimer on that. When you're running gigs, those are the kinds of people who probably don't want any association to any kind of company, right? So,
Utmost discretion.
right, utmost discretion. So just bear that in mind. Let's go to Darwin first. Darwin,
Yes.
I'm gonna let you roll No, you should be rolling programming. I'll let you roll a programming check, and you can make this one at advantage.
Don't fuck this up. Okay.
15. Darwin, going through, you were the one that was able to see like some kind of pattern to these kinds of things. Flipping through the emails really quick. Trying this method again. Seems like there is some kind of pattern going on, but you're not really quite able to understand exactly what it's trying to portray to you. As you're doing this, there is some kind of like innate memory or feeling that's coming to mind that feels familiar, like you've seen all of these before in some way, shape, or form. But it's also not able to parse exactly what is set before you. Okay, Seneca, you're advertising.
It's less advertising and more networking, I think. Like, she's reaching out to her own personal contacts and basically saying, I'm associated with this company now. Yeah, sort of thing.
Okay. Okay.
It's not like she's trying to buy up a bunch of, like, bus benches or anything.
Right. Make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Oh joy.
There is there are many numbers of clients that you've reached out to, like, throughout the entire workday. Going through with, like, the work contacts and everything, you can see a hefty number of them have blocked contact from you.
Have blocked contact with me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh joy. Alright. Alright, since that's not working for her, she will do a rounds kind of check with any of the agents that are not in the office, or that are not out in the field, to see if they have jobs pending that need sign-off.
I'm sorry, what? Could you repeat that?
She's gonna go around to all the agents that are in the office and not out in the field and see if they have any jobs pending.
Most likely, they are working on a job. So, your company being a consultation office, there are people who are actively out doing the gumshoe work, and then there are also people who are in for all of the paperwork stuff. So, kind of think of this as like the relationship between Shell and Kara, right? Kara's doing a bunch of the back end shit, while there's a partner that's doing the gumshoe shit. Right now, almost everyone in your office has some kind of job or is working on getting work. Yeah, especially because you got that waiver out to them yesterday. Like, everyone's like on it right now. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. She's not thrilled. She's trying to figure out how to drum up more business, but sounds like something she might have to bug Darwin about. Yeah, she might, like, if she has nothing else to do, like, everyone's got some sort of assignment and finances are in order for the moment and there's no insurance claims that she has to process, she would probably see if she could use whatever resources the company has to investigate, probably the... it's been reported on the news that the artifact has been stolen, right?
There was an artifact that was declared missing, yes.
She's gonna look into those news reports and see if there's anything that stands out. And then if she can... Yeah, let's start with the news reports, see if anything actually stands out to her, based on what we know of the orb, and maybe get some key names that she could potentially ask.
So this one is super simple because it was already extremely little information. The museum has just declared, hey, there's an orb missing. If you know any information, contact us. That's all they've said. No other information.
Which museum was it?
I have to go into my deep notes. I have to go into my deep notes.
Deep notes.
The deep notes. Du-du-du. It was going to the Galen Organizational Research Facility.
Were there any names attached to the police report?
Nope.
So it's the Galen Research Institute, but you said it was a museum before? Is it one and the same?
They're one and the same, yeah. So
Okay.
it's a museum to the public where you can come in and look at a bunch of things. But off to the side there is also the facility where people come to work with some of those things and do research and testing and stuff like that too. So it's one and the same.
You make the mental note to pay them a visit. I think she'd also look up what is currently known about space travel. Like what kind of programs are in place, who's developing what.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say probably that I'm gonna leave up for tomorrow. So I'm gonna push that to a tomorrow task. So does
Okay.
anyone have anything to do left for Wednesday?
Not
No.
I.
Okay, so let us move on to Thursday. You're looking up laws and stuff around space. Knowledge check
Just who's developing what and what is currently known, like
Yeah,
history
not-
of space travel, if it's ever been achieved, blah blah blah.
Yeah, knowledge will get you what you already know, or if you want to do an investigation, it's going to be a higher DC, but it's going to get you new information that you might not know.
Investigation then.
All right. You know that space travel is not something that is highly coveted or popular. It's not anything that you've heard about happening with any of the companies, nor with the government.
Has it been achieved before?
Can't remember. All right. Anyone else doing anything on a Thursday?
I'm gonna be doing the same shit.
Yeah, I guess. The sooner we take care of these emails, the sooner we
Exactly.
never have to look at an email again.
Exactly.
Ever.
That's what you think.
Ever.
At least with his.
Oh,
At least his emails.
Now introducing the emails. Yeah, make me a knowledge, investigation, or technology roll.
Me as
Very
well.
Yeah, you're both doing it.
Yay!
Please.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, no. Yes. Oh, yes.
Yes.
Okay. Ryia, it definitely took you some time, right? Probably yesterday was the moment where you're kind of on that learning curve where you're looking at all of these things, trying to piece together the puzzle. You're looking at everything with trying to find where the minute details are, and taking a day to rest and sleep on this, you're able to find that not only is like a piece of the code part of looking through these emails at a certain speed, but it's also trying to parse together like where they fall into an informational grid. And your understanding now is that this, for all intents and purposes, falls into a like 3-dimensional puzzle, and you have to like pick and choose which spatial entity these emails all go into. Playing 3D chess with all of these pieces, you quickly go through like your entire batch, and then begin helping Shell with theirs because they're with you. And you get a section of message. It seems like I could tell you this section now, or if you'd like to get the other two's emails as well and parse through this information, I can give you all of what you have as a party. So just let me know how you want to do this.
would be good to go through them all. Ryia, you might be muted, by the
I
way.
was muted. I'm so sorry.
You're okay.
Yeah, we should definitely look through all of these. I mean, Ryia could even maybe just handle this if you wanna, like, if Shell wants to focus on something else. Maybe he notices that she's got a knack for this.
It's for today. It's like you'd have to transfer over that set, right? So it's like a time thing right now. We're just juggling like big blocks of time at once. So if you wanted to get all of the information, it's also about going to Darwin's place of work, right? So to get both of their stuff. So it's basically going to take up like your today and tomorrow. So like Thursday, Friday.
Yeah, sure. I'll commit to that.
Sure. So Shell, you'd have tomorrow free, which is the Friday.
I gotta help.
Sure. Darwin, Zeneca, do you have anything? Well, Darwin, do you have anything left to do on Thursday?
Yeah, my plan was to try to get through these emails.
Okay.
However,
yeah, you get that message from Ryia saying like she's figured out the code and is coming to get the emails from you.
I'm trying to think of, is there anything I can do in preparation? Like maybe not because I don't have the actual code, right? So
yeah, I mean,
I was thinking like pre-filter some of the things so they would like speed up the process of, you know, like finding what the code is. But since I don't think I like know the code.
Yeah, like the most you could do right now is just like putting it all in as a file, and then just giving that one file to her. But yeah, otherwise, like you pretty much have your whole day free.
The other thing I wanted to investigate was look into more of what happened to my boss, Bobanthony.
Okay.
So I sent out that investigator, right? Came back with the same information.
Right.
Don't really know where he went. Is there a specific way that this investigator went about looking for Bobanthony? Like, I'm thinking along the lines of like, did they try to find like their last known location? Did they scour like, you know, city cameras? Did they look through like maybe different accounts that Bobanthony might have owned, different kinds of connections that they talked to previous to disappearing off the face of the earth? Those kind of things.
So you would be able to understand that he talked to security about the disappearance of your boss. Understood that they couldn't show him the footage, but they were truthful in telling him he just walked out the door and walked down the street in a direction, and then he followed that lead. There was also the news report that said that showed his face. That said, "Hey, this person is a person of interest. If you have seen him, we'd like to talk to him." Not as a criminal or anything, they just wanted to get some information. That was on a news thing. So he went there, didn't find anything, and then it was the next day.
I see. Yeah, I would try to like, sorry about that. Are there any like, am I able to access like any sort of like city cameras that are around our office?
If by
legal-
access you mean
legally or otherwise?
hack? No.
Legally or I was saying legally or otherwise.
Illegally, yes. Legally, no. Do you want to like watchdogs this? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah, that's sort of like what I'm trying to get at, is like watchdog this, but also like try to just like follow him through, or make like at least like a trail.
If you
by,
played
like,
Watch
looking
Dogs,
through
the
different
entire game is about illegal activity, so.
I haven't, but I kind of have seen bits and pieces of it. So I guess I prematurely said yes. I'd like to watch Dogs this, but I really mean just like trying to create like a trail by just looking through a bunch of cameras that are like near us, and then like following him through like city cameras and stuff until like I can't find him anymore, or I don't see him anymore.
Mhm.
He's just like disappeared into the crowd or something of that sort.
Right.
Gone into a building and like never came out. Maybe he went through a secret entrance, something like that.
The answer is the same.
Yeah. So when I do this illegally, I'm trying to like think about what are some ways that I could go about this, and also protect myself from being immediately arrested for hacking into city tech, city hardware.
So the difficulty here is that you don't want to get caught, which is a pretty high level technical thing to do. Anytime that you do things on the net, it leaves a trace. Just like how, people would be casting a spell, it will leave a like magical essence left behind that someone with a high enough ability might be able to determine, like maybe the spell that was cast, but not necessarily like who did a thing, right? Technology's a little different because it's all information based. So they'd be able to get information like what you did at what time and your like ping address.
Yeah, it's like a log basically.
Exactly. In order to circumvent that, you'd have to make a program which you're not a high enough level to successfully complete.
Right.
So you'd have like the understanding, but you'd have to get better at programming. You'd have to level up your programming. Yeah, I think I know. Now, once again, with your programming stuff, you can always try with just your base programming ability. You might be able to do something, but if you don't have like the specific program to do it, it's just going to be harder than if you had that program.
I want to go about this in a different way first,
Okay.
and try to approach that way when I'm more skilled, when I have more
Sure.
skills, I think. So the way that I want to approach it is I want to find all the cameras or like the tapings, recordings in my building of the day that he disappeared. And what
Okay.
I want to do is like see if he's talked to anybody. If there's like a camera in his office, perhaps, if I'm able to see like maybe what's on his screen, if he's like walking with documents or he's got something on him, maybe like a briefcase, or if he's got documents, I want to be able to see like through the camera like what kind of documents he's got, if that's possible. Or if he's looked at his phone, can I zoom in through the
Enhance.
thing to see? Can I enhance to see like what was on his phone? Something of that sort. I feel like technology would be advanced enough in this day and age to be able to do something like that.
You can't
Or
create.
maybe not.
You can't create digitization off of fucking pixels, man.
Pixels.
You can't create more pixels out of one pixel.
I want to call all of the pixels to come together and do this thing for me.
You can definitely work with your security in order to try and see what's happened here. So make me an investigation check.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be like those exact things that I've described, but like that general idea of like I want to see like who he's talked to, what kind of like documents, if he's grabbed documents, did he leave with a briefcase? Did he have like a gun on him? Did he leave with a gun? You know, did he try to contact anybody? Was he on his computer for a long time? Did anybody did people try to approach him to sign off on jobs, and he seemed like, anybody who's contacted him, basically, and like what kind of documents he's gathered and those kind of things. Well, even down to like, did he look really nervous? Is he trying to run from something? What did he look like? just that kind of that was a lot that I just described, but
Yeah, you're done with the
I
list.
stand out.
that sort of vibe is that I just want to know like everything about when he left. Did he grab documents? Can we see those documents? Who he contacted?
Just continues to repeat the list. 3
I've
years
read this list like 5
later.
times already.
Did
Did I tell you about what I wanted? I'm just kidding.
You work with the
Sorry.
security
Go ahead.
officer. You're the only one at this moment who can access these videos besides the security personnel. And now that you are head of the office, they give you the liberty to do so. Looking at the tapes, it is like it's like 3 or 4 in the morning, and you remember the morning that you started getting all of these messages. Hey, have you seen the boss? He's usually the first one into the office, and usually goes out of the office around the same time as everyone else. But he's usually the first one in, so it's very unusual that he wasn't in the office when all of these other people started to come in the morning. As you're looking at these tapes, for let's just say 3:30. Just put it in the middle. 3:30 in the morning. He is working at his computer. You notice that he stops for a moment and looks like he's mumbling or whispering something. Quickly logs out of his computer, leaves everything. He puts his like work badge on the table. He left everything about work there. Walks straight out of the door and takes a right. He starts walking down one of the streets.
And that's the last that we see of him and all of the different surveillance things that we have around like our building and inside of our building.
Yeah. Because your building is not that big. You just see him walking down the street and then he's gone.
Man, I'm trying to remember if I had access to his computer files.
You didn't. So, the way he had everything set up is that everyone gets their own personal device. So nobody has access to anyone else's notes.
Yeah, I remember I was like working at his computer, but I had my own login.
Yeah, you were
stuff.
trying to like hack into his own computer. but-
Yeah.
Yeah. You weren't able to at the time.
At the time.
Can I try to
Do it again.
see if someone tried to like sent a message? Like, can I see if I can like try to like trace back to whenever he was on his computer, if like a message was sent to him, or like someone had like remotely, like hacked his computer and like displayed a message on his screen that made him like really spooked out, I guess. Because he was just working at his computer, right? And then he just mumbles something, and then like he immediately just pieces out, and like no one ever sees him again.
Yeah.
What I'm guessing what's happened is that he's like, he knows that like something's about to go down, right?
Yeah, I'm
And
trying to
then-
determine if this is gonna be like a programming role or an investigation.
Hmm.
Because are you like trying to continue like loop the video to see if you can pick up anything new, or are you going through like the logs of that morning?
Sorry, I should have specified. I want to be on the computer. I want to try to look at like through like the logs of that morning of like
So
someone trying to hack in.
right.
'Cause it's-
So to specify again, like this is security detail. So you're in the security office doing all of this.
Mhm. Right.
So you want to look through the logs.
Mhm.
Make a programming check. There isn't anything out of the ordinary about any of the like send or receive pings that you have based off of the net addresses that you're seeing.
Nothing out of the ordinary. Am I able to go to his computer? And also, is there like any sort of way that I can... I wanted to say hack through time. That's not what I really meant though. To try to like find if it like on the actual computer if anything tried to go through and like if anybody displayed a message.
You'd
Is
have
that
to hack
possible?
into his computer first to access it. And
Let me-
let me also be clear on this. If you're going to do that, the security guys will try to stop you.
Okay.
Because any kind of information access that is not sanctioned by them is a no good. No matter who it is. Whether someone's trying to go into your computer or you into anyone else's. Because that's the whole deal with everyone getting their own device.
Right. Privacy is like a... Damn it.
So you'd have to hack into his computer in order to get concrete detail.
I'm going to leave that alone for now.
Okay. So no new information gathered.
No new. I knew that he left and went right, but I don't know
Yeah.
if that's significant at all. I know that he didn't take anything with him. He just left.
Okay.
Whereas I thought maybe he had like prepared some things before leaving, which would give me some sort of clue. But he just stood up and left, and nobody ever saw him again.
I mean, it was like 3:30 in the morning. Who's gonna see him?
Security.
But they're
Yeah,
not
I
gonna
guess-
follow him.
They're not. Yeah,
Ow.
they're not gonna like tail him. I guess. Is there any way to know like, are there any cameras like outside of this office, in like, I guess the courtyard or the street?
I mean, you have yours that shows like the outside of your office building, but it doesn't. It's not like a wide lens that shows infinite in all directions. It's just a basic camera, you know.
Right. I'm just trying to like get more information on like when he turned right. Like, does he look like he's heading towards a certain street?
That's gonna be impossible to determine, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Even if you had more, like a couple more cameras, that's so hard to say. Like, is he going 1 block away? 2, 3, 4, 5? Like, where's his aim? He's going the same direction. How are you gonna be able to determine that?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. I was like thinking like, oh, if he like went down the street and then he turned somewhere, or if he just went straight, then maybe I would have an idea of like which general direction he's heading. But
Yeah.
he also just gonna be going home to grab stuff, right?
Yeah,
And then running away, disappearing.
right. That definitely could be the case.
Do I know where
Now
he
that
lives?
you've said that, you do remember his home is that direction.
I'm actually not bad at my investigation job.
It took how many sessions to get here?
Oh my goodness. When I go to his home, I want to find who he's been talking to, what he took with him. If
So
he
are
had
you-
any numbers. I'm totally
Are you
kidding.
doing some illegal shit? Are you breaking into this man's house?
So really breaking in if I was his favorite
Yes.
employee.
Do you have the key?
Can I search his office for the key?
You can. It's not
Is he-
there.
he- Damn it.
He didn't leave his house key at the, the office.
He could have had a spare.
At the
Right.
office?
You
Yeah.
never know.
Sure, yeah, I guess I
In
can't argue
case
that
of
one.
emergency.
Yeah,
Mhm.
can't argue that one.
Yeah, locked in his desk or some shit.
Yeah. Where does he live? That's probably a good question, because I don't think I could break into another house in the Skylair without attracting some attention.
He does not live in the Skylair. He lives in Barksville.
He lives in Barksville too?
Yeah.
I might try to go to where he lives and try to like scope the place out, but not illegally enter for now.
Mhm.
Um,
Is this eventually going to lead to illegally entering?
if I don't find anything, then yes. I mean, like, how well does he know his neighbors? Are they like really close to him? Who knows? Maybe I can like ask around and see if anybody's seen him, like his neighbors or anything.
Does anyone have anything else to do before we continue with this scene?
Is Darwin gonna let Zeneca know that he's leaving the office to do this?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sorry, I just dropped something on the ground, so I had to pick it up. Yes. Yes, he is.
Seeing as her own research is not going very many places, she'll come with you.
Okay. Yeah, I could definitely use the extra help. Is there anything that you need me for in this day-to-day thing that you've been doing? You've been doing a great job, by the way.
Thanks. Do I have a stack of things that need to be signed off on that I wasn't able to sign off on?
Yeah, anything along those lines, or if you had like a job that was like kind of questionable that you wanted to ask me about, anything along those lines.
Well, tried to do a little bit of networking and it didn't go so well. Have you guys tried to expand beyond Barksville?
I don't believe that we have. Usually people contact us, and it can include anything from like private entities, sometimes allegedly gangs. Allegedly. It can also be corpos. Corpos are another one of our clients. A couple of different things. Sometimes the city itself. We oftentimes interact with the city to get records from their city hall. It's a multitude of different things. We don't specifically advertise and go outside of our lane per se, but people are known to contact us, and we've been surviving off of that till now.
Yeah, but surviving isn't exactly thriving. We may want to discuss this because honestly, if shit went sideways, you'd basically be able to pay out 2 months and then you're out.
Yeah.
Like even the current jobs that we have, we're sitting at a projected revenue of about $75,000. Our monthly bills are $250,500. So we're already in a deficit. We need to, at very minimum, make up the rest of that 100. Whatever, man. Math stuff. Make math work. There we go. We need to find a way of generating more jobs at least. I know it's still the beginning of the month, but seems like a fair amount, knowing that most of the team is already signed out. So either we need to expand, or we need to consider diversifying our portfolio. I'm open to suggestions here, because honestly, I'm just crunching numbers.
Yeah, expand how so though, because like we do have clientele that includes like corpos, and those are pretty high up on this this influential rung per se.
Yeah, but if they're not if they're not consistent customers, this isn't exactly a revenue source that we can rely on. We need constantly bringing in of new clients if possible. Repeat clients are great and we'll entertain them as much as we can, but we need new clients, even the one-offs.
then we might want to consider expanding our skill set, I guess. Because
Either the
we're
skill
like
set
mostly
or-
investigators, and so like people can only investigate so much. I mean, sometimes we're couriers. And like we're information dealers.
Okay.
That's not like a super steady thing. Like once you give out information, it's kind of done, right? And like people only need information, like specific information. If they're looking for something, they only really need it once, right? Then they already know it, and that's something that they just keep with them. So that's a good. That's a
Zeneca
good
makes
point.
makes a mental note to look into other courier companies and seeing what their overhead is and what their projected revenue is, and if there's a gap in the market that we might be able to take over, like just straight couriers work.
Yeah, like couriers or information dealing or investigation work. Any of those three are like our strong suit.
So
Skills, qualities.
right now, if everything goes as planned, you're looking at like a total of roughly 300k coming into the office, and that's if everything goes well.
How is that when our current revenue is projected at 75,000?
That's for this week. It's literally been a couple days.
Okay.
Some jobs take a while, but some jobs are done super quick, right? So on like a week-to-week basis, the average is coming in at like 75.
Okay.
So
Okay,
right now
300's not so bad.
you're positive, but it's not going to get you the nest egg in 1 month that you want.
No.
And again, that's if things go well the entire month.
Yeah.
From what you've seen in the past, it's gone a little less favorable than that.
That kind of what you said kind of gives me an idea of we should compile a list of our competitors and see what services they offer and see if we can like
Undercut them?
undercut them or just do it better than they do. But at least we'll have.
think playing this game we would be talking about monopolization.
Oh my god.
This
We're
feels
doing
like
some-
the Yakuza games.
We're doing some
Yes.
business subterfuge.
We need to hire karaoke girls fast.
I'm on it, Chief.
What is it with the Russians
love
and
it.
strippers?
Okay.
Those who know the show know what I'm talking about.
So you guys are talking about business. Now I will have to mention this. If the two of you decide to leave, Ryia will not finish her task of the emails.
Okay.
Well, someone needs to
Uh,
contact us then.
I would contact them and let them know I'm coming. I'm not gonna just show up.
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, when I started talking with Darwin, I told him, hey, Ryia is coming to get your emails. So that I did mention that up top.
Okay.
So you know she's coming.
All right. So I'll say like, Darwin, send me your emails. I will pass them to Ryia, and I'll meet up with you once she's got what she needs.
Are we able to leave it with security?
Do we want to leave it with security?
I mean, I kind of trust security with my life here.
Zeneca does not.
The issue is time. That's all I'm gonna say. The issue is time.
Time as in like we can't just immediately like download this to like a drive and then give it to security.
You can, but remember how long it took you to just download them? And then you didn't even get everything out of the house.
Like an hour or two, right?
You
then I
spent
had to-
3
Yes.
hours. Yeah. and
Yeah.
you didn't get all of them. So you're talking about 3 hours of downloading worth of emails.
3 hours of all 4 parts.
So it's only
So
2
this-
parts, so about an hour and a half.
It's up to you. So I can certainly give my quarter emails to you, and then I can head out first. You can wait for Ryia, and then join me after.
Or
You guys get
Ryia
things
could
settled.
meet us at the house. She can download while we're kind of, investigating.
I feel like it'd be safer for Ryia to be at my office, our office, just because it's like a more secure place. In case we do run into anything wishy-washy or any sort of trouble, hopefully not. Rya's not trying to parse through 70,000 emails while trying to dodge like a hail of bullets sort of deal.
You really think we're gonna encounter gunfire?
Not, hopefully not, but like if things go kind of sideways and we have to like take some sort of evasive action or anything along those lines, Rya's going to be distracted trying to parse through these emails, right? And it's not going to be safe for her to be distracted in like a high stress situation or like a possibly dangerous situation. I'd feel more comfortable if I just told security to just like, look after Ryia while she's doing this email thing, and like maybe provide her with a space. Maybe she'd be more efficient if she's got like a nice a meeting room or something to go through this.
Well,
These emails.
the only slight issue I could see with that is we'd want someone to check ID, but as far as I know, Ryia doesn't have ID at the moment. With the whole in hiding thing.
Rya's got her old phone, no? We got all the information off of her old.
Yeah, but
Bad.
isn't she trying to like? Nah, never mind. I was thinking along the lines of like, just to show ID, she'd be logging on to something, and could potentially end up with something notifying her previous employer.
Yeah,
See.
fair point.
I don't think. Will you be logging into anything? You're just parsing through emails in like a meeting room.
No, but even to
That's
just
like a
let
conference room.
security come in, like let her come into security, like
Mhm.
you want to check some sort of ID. You
What
don't
she's saying is,
just want to trust
if you're
security.
if you're leaving the emails with security, you want to have
Mhm.
security have some sort of verification instead of just a random person saying, "Hey, my name's Ryia," and then taking everything. So you
Oh,
want them
I
to be
see.
able to verify who that person
Right.
is.
Right.
You-
Sorry.
Well, I
Go ahead.
guess I'm not there. I couldn't. Well, I was thinking like Shell was going to help with that because it's part of his job anyhow. So like you could, since like she doesn't have an ID maybe, but he does. Like he could just come with her, and then that could be it. Like instead of Ryia, it's Shell or whatever. ID checked. Bam.
Zola,
work.
do I not have access to an ID of some kind?
Your ID chip was never removed, but only government officials can access that.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking more along the lines of like Zeneca, you could stay until Ryia comes here, and you can vouch for Ryia
Yeah,
and Shell, and then join me later. And I just go along. I just go on ahead, and then
Yeah.
you can just join me later.
yeah, that I'm cool with. Be careful. You got like a pistol or something, right?
I do, and also I'm from Barksville, so
Yeah. Don't get caught on a news camera again.
no promises. But I'll
Zeneca
try
just
not
pinches
to.
the bridge of her nose. Lawsuit waiting to happen.
I just smile very stupidly.
All right, you do you. I'll follow up after. Send me your coordinates when you get there.
Will do.
Okay, so Darwin, you leave Zeneca with your batch of emails on a chip. And after about an hour of exporting them, you take your leave and head over for Bobanthony's residence. Zeneca, make me an investigation check. You were looking for information on space laws, right?
You said that it wasn't good, like it wasn't popular. It got a shitty check.
Oh, yeah, you rolled already.
Yeah.
Oh, man, okay. Amazing. I'm more on top of it than I thought. Okay.
If you'll let me roll again, I'd love it, but...
Aw. I'm good. Maybe tomorrow. But tomorrow's Saturday.
It's already Friday? I thought it was Thursday.
Yeah,
Is it?
it's Thursday.
Thursday.
God damn it. So much stuff going on. Okay. So, Darwin, you're heading over to Bobanthony's place. Are you walking there?
How
Or
close
are you
is
going
it?
to take a Suber?
It depends on how close it is, because it's what time of day is it right now? Like
Late afternoon?
Late afternoon. I would probably take a Subaru if that's the fastest way to get there.
There are no other exits in Barksville for the maglev. There's only one stop. So the Super would be the fastest way to get around in this sector. Let's see.
Yeah, I just want to get there before it gets dark because I don't want to investigate around his house at night, and that would be super suspicious. No.
Yeah, it's gonna be 10 credits. You get there, it's about a 15-minute drive. And you get there are people that are stooped, not stooped, but like sitting on the front steps of a lead-up door to an apartment building. Everyone's kind of eyeing you as they haven't seen you around before, but it seems like this is kind of kosher for the neighborhood at the very least.
How far is this neighborhood from my neighborhood? Am I able to find somebody that I might recognize? Can I like look around and see if I maybe recognize somebody
Oh man, that's a far reach.
to try to get like a foothold in this neighborhood?
Yeah, this place it's a ride over. So,
See, so it's not like we're not in the same neighborhood, basically.
no, you don't live in the same neighborhood as him. Make a luck roll, just a straight D20. There is a young man that you recognize. You don't really have that much of a rapport with him. You've seen him like come and go in your neighborhood a couple of times, but he definitely doesn't live there. There is a young dwarf named Paco that you recognize.
A young ward, you said?
Dwarf.
Dwarf. I was like, a ward of who? Yeah, I guess I'll go up to him and I'll try to see if he knows Bobanthony.
He doesn't know who you're talking about.
Do I see Bobanthony's house?
Hard to say. You've never been here before.
See, but I know like his address. Maybe I'll look for his house first. And try to be,
I mean,
like...
you were dropped off in front of an apartment building.
Oh, okay. It's not like in a house. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Am I able to gain access to this apartment building?
Yeah,
Where's
you
that,
walk
like,
in. You
yep.
walk through the front door. There is just like a little landing with like a bunch of mailboxes all over to one side, and a set of
Mhm.
stairs that starts leading up.
There's no like front door person. Is there a front door person? Probably not in Marksville, I guess.
No, they were just
Um,
the people that were sitting out on the front steps, but they're not. They don't own the building or anything. At least it doesn't seem that way.
Yeah, but if they're sitting on the front steps, they probably have some going. They probably know some goings-ons of this place, right? So maybe I'd approach them and ask them if they know Bobanthony, and just say, kind of preface it in a way that like, oh, he's my boss, and we haven't heard from him in a while. I'm a little bit worried.
Nah, I ain't seen no one, man.
Of course.
Hey, you a cop?
I am, in fact, not a cop.
You gotta tell me if you're a cop.
I've had some run-ins with the police. But I'm
Because you work at the police station. You a cop?
because I work at, and then I show him where I work at.
Is that the police station?
That's not the police station. If it was a police station, then it would be called blah 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 police station.
Hey, Baco, I think we got a cop here.
Christ.
Sorry about that.
I think he just got shot.
Give me. I apologize. Give me like 2 seconds. I'm gonna go yell at my neighbors real quick.
Okay. Wow, that one was. I love that.
Ryia, you arrive at the location in Barksville. It is one of the most grimy, dingy, dusty places all at the same time that you could ever be at. You haven't ever seen streets that are this brown and gray at the same time. Yeah, you walk in. Zeneca is expecting you, of course. You get stopped by security real quick before she greets you at the door. And yeah, you just you take the chip that Darwin exported his emails on, and you start downloading Zeneca's.
Awesome. Thanks, Seneca.
Is that everything you need?
As long as I have all the emails in one spot, I should be fine. I hit a little bit of a jackpot yesterday. Might be picking up on a pattern, so I just want to see everything in one spot. Long story short, yes, that should be all I need.
Great. I'll let security know that you're good to go whenever. I'm gonna catch up with Darwin. He's investigating his former boss's place. I have a bad feeling about it with him going by himself, so I'm gonna follow him and make sure he doesn't get shot or something for trespassing.
Probably a wise idea. Do you need any backup?
Aren't you gonna be here a while downloading emails?
Ah, shit, yeah, I did commit to that.
Yeah.
Look, just be careful.
Yeah, I'll message you if we need help.
Understood.
Cool. Good luck. And she heads towards security and just lets them know like she's cool. Just let her go when she's done. I'm gonna follow the boss man to make sure he doesn't get into trouble.
You definitely feel the hesitancy from the security, as you have been hired yesterday and you are informed by you with a completely new random person that they have no affiliation with to be left in the boss's office, saying it's cool. They take extensive notes on this.
If you prefer, she can sit here with you while she's downloading the emails that she is. I don't have to leave her in my office.
They would prefer her just to be not in any office and just out in the lobby.
right. Ryia, you cool with that?
It's just like in her head, like I was promised a room to myself.
The room shall be the lobby.
The lobby is a big room, but then there are all the eyes that can see me. I don't want to be perceived. Look, I don't want to be a pain in the ass. Sure, yeah, I'll do this in the lobby. Can I at least get a latte or something? Do you guys have a coffee machine here?
Honestly, I haven't been here that long. I haven't even been to the break room yet. I'm assuming there's a break room. Just
There's no
look at
break
the
room.
security guys. There's no break room. Oh shit. All right.
People just like take their lunch whenever.
I guess not.
Alright.
Zenika's gonna look through like her I'm assuming she has like almost like a ring of keys or whatever the digital equivalent would be, and look for like a storage locker outside the main office, or like a cleaning closet or something.
You keep your coffee in the cleaning closet?
No, I'm thinking about keeping you in the cleaning closet while you're doing what you're doing.
Oh my god.
So I want to be clear on this as well, Zenica. If you're letting Ryia download the emails, you're leaving your phone with her. That is okay? Or you can wait for her to finish.
It's like an hour to download, isn't it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, back to the boss's office. I guess I'm sticking around.
I could just follow you and then we can split.
Once it's all done.
If you're comfortable with that,
I mean, just you and I, a couple gals taking on the city. I'm sure no one will mess with us.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Zenica just waves at security. Never mind, we're going. Back soon.
I would
Ish,
like
maybe.
I would like a coffee though, please.
All right.
She'd
stop
say
for
to the
coffee along
security
way.
guards.
Zenica's just like pushing her out the door. We'll get coffee on the way.
Wait, okay.
If there was any way that you could tell besides vibes, you would definitely see that the security squints deeply at both of you as you're exiting.
I don't know what they're so upset about. A solid job, 9 to 5, 60 hours a week.
I don't think they like me.
Why?
New girl in charge, sort of thing. I honestly don't know what Darwin does around here at the moment. He just kind of dumped a whole bunch of stuff on my desk. Like, I don't mind, but I don't. It feels like I'm running the show, and I'm not sure it should be this way. But at least the money's good.
Maybe he could use the help. I think the thing that bugs me the most is that those security guys don't even have anything to do with what you do. Like, why can't the parts just be happy with their place in the machine? I'm just sorry you have to go through all that scrutiny.
As long as I keep approving jobs and working on bringing in more revenue, I think they'll be fine. As long as I can keep this place open, keep them all employed.
Well, I'm sure you have your work cut out for you, but you're gonna be fine.
Hopefully. I haven't really managed anything since like a research team in university.
Oh yeah? What kind of things did you research?
Oh, well, not anymore, but it's very close to getting my doctorate in archaeology.
Huh, no kidding.
Yeah.
That's... I never pegged you as that kind... I mean, you're just such an efficient gig worker. I mean, archaeology, that's fascinating.
Yeah, well, it is probably a story for another day over some wine or something stronger. But yeah, there's a reason I never got my doctorate.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Anyway, come on, let's see if we can find coffee. I still don't know my way around Barksville, and honestly, no one's coffee is going to be as good as my parents', but is what it is.
It was pretty good. Ryia was probably drinking that a lot while they were there.
mainlining it. Look
Yeah.
into my veins. Yeah. So, yeah, Darwin, I think, went this way.
Okay.
Start heading down the street. Are there any coffee shops along the way?
Oh yeah, there are plenty. Are you gonna stop at just any old coffee shop?
Seneca,
Maybe,
let's try that one there. And Ryia points at like a cart on the side of the road or something.
Yeah.
Maybe it's got some interesting, you know.
Yeah, sure. Out of curiosity, did Darwin give Zeneca a description of Bobanthony?
He would have given you the address, but of Bobanthony. No, I
Yeah.
don't think so.
Too bad.
Yeah.
All right, we try the cart.
1 caffeine, please. Or 2 caffeines.
That's how you order coffee?
Just trying to be tongue-in-cheek.
Huh.
My good sir, 2 coffees, please.
You see him go into pull the top panel to the side, and you just see a coffee pot that's sitting around like ice water. Just pulls it out and puts it into a cup with no lid. And it's gonna be 6
Nice.
credits.
6
He
credits.
Puts 2 cups on the counter.
Okay, I'll give him 10, and with the intention that the 4 is supposed to be like a tip or something. Is hip culture strong in this city?
No.
No. All right, then I'll just pay them.
Okay.
Thing.
Is-
I'm not gonna do that adventurer thing where they're just like, the beer is 5 copper. It's like, great, here's
1
the gold, keep the change. Aren't I generous?
Yeah.
Give me
Um,
information every time I visit you from henceforth.
Yeah, he gives
Thank
you. You give him the 6 credits. You get your 2 cups of definitely not over brewed yesterday coffee.
Take a deep breath. Ah, commoner's coffee. Watch your steps, Zeneca.
Yeah. Yeah, Zeneca's like sniffing the coffee, like very dubious of it. Thanks for the coffee, I think. I think this is coffee. I wouldn't
I
call
mean-
it coffee, but
If it has caffeine in it and it's brown, I'll look the other way. Don't quote me on that. Sip.
So
Oh,
are
that
you
tastes
guys-
Boiled dirt. Awesome.
Are you guys gonna walk over to the apartment, or are you guys gonna get?
Yeah.
yeah, we'll walk.
Yeah.
Zeneca's not paying for that shit.
Okay.
She hasn't got her first paycheck yet.
Your first paycheck is not gonna be for many weeks.
Yeah, exactly.
Darwin, you are at this apartment. You just walked through the front door into the apartment lobby. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm just gonna look for Bob Anthony's apartment. You said there's a bunch of mailboxes?
Yeah.
There's no like is there like any sort of like front office or anything like that?
No, not here.
Something akin to like a leasing office? Or
No.
like no, or like the main landlord perhaps?
Anyone, the guy outside could have been the landlord. Like, there's no like marker for like landlord here. That doesn't.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah. I guess I'll make my way over to Bob's apartments.
Okay. So you go up a couple flight of steps and find his apartment. The floor is pretty simple. It's just like up the flight of steps, and then there's like the left apartment, the front left, the front right, and then the right apartment, and then it continues to go up more steps, right? And it's a couple floors of this. You go to Bobanthony's, which is in the front right corner of after you reach the 3rd floor.
I'm gonna try the door. Is the door locked?
The door is open. As you open and walk in, there's a fresh scent of must and like so much like dust in this room that it's surprising anyone could have lived in here.
Is it
Make-
dust or moth?
Is it-
Make
More
me an
cocaine.
investigation check.
or is it angel dust?
He wouldn't do it
angel
twice.
dust.
Would he?
Well,
He might.
we'll perhaps see.
Is it the devil's dandruff?
You immediately see that there are oh god, what's the word? There are places where furniture used to be. This entire place looks like it's been cleaned out in a rush. There are still stains on the carpet, but there's no like furniture or appliance in here.
Ooh, just furniture. So this is just an empty apartment, basically.
yeah. It looks
There's
like
nothing here.
Right. You hear a door open from behind you as you're like walked into this weird, crazy scene. And a tabaxi woman leans against her door frame as she's like watching you and says, "Hey, sugar, what are you doing there? Checking the place out?"
Yeah. I heard that this place might be up for rent, so I was just looking around and checking this place out. Are you the landlord of this place?
No. She vapes. You can
Do
smell it's
you,
like a mango cotton candy.
Delicious. I was gonna say, dang it. And I've been distracted by mango cotton candy. I was gonna ask, do you know why the last tenant left this place? Did you know this guy at all? What's the deal here?
Oh yeah. Bobanthony was a good neighbor. He come by, gets cupcakes every once in a while. Good guy. No
Yeah,
idea
does-
why he left. He just some guys came and just took all his stuff one day. I don't think he was even here.
Some guys. What did they look like?
Some movers.
Any sort of distinguishing characteristics? Did they have any tattoos or anything like that?
I mean, sure. What do tattoos got to do with anything though? Everyone's got tattoos. She pulls up her
you know,
arm
I-
and shows like a snake biting into an apple, but the apple also like dissolves into some other creation, and it continues up her arm and into her shirt.
I don't know why I thought you were gonna say the snake's biting into the apple, and then the apple's biting into the snake.
Yes.
Mother Nature.
That's a cool tattoo.
Yeah,
As perfectly depicting nature.
Everyone's got tattoos.
Yeah, I was just because I wanted to live here, I was just a little bit worried about my safety. Sometimes if I was wondering if he was like gang affiliated or anything like that, if he had maybe some gangsters come around and move all his stuff out, or if they were trying to steal his stuff, something along those lines maybe.
Darwin, can you make a deception check, please?
I sure can. Do.
Alright, whatever your deal is, I don't really know. But if you want to live here and you're trying to see how safe it is, word of advice, don't.
I see. Well, thanks for the information. You didn't talk to these guys that came and moved this stuff.
Why would I?
This place is pretty close to my work, so it's I'd really like to live in a place that's close to my work and affordable. So I do really, really want to live here. But
Well, I
this
ain't
does
gonna
have
stop
me.
you. She takes another hit of her
This-
vape.
This does have me sketched out a little bit. I mean, did Bob? You said his name was. Did Bob ever like the leading up to the days that he disappeared? He left, I guess. Was he talking to anybody, or did anybody visit him?
I mean, not really that I can remember. You a cop?
No. I'm just really concerned about. I really want to live here, but I'm really concerned about my safety.
You said you wanted to live here like 6 times already. I feel like that's a little weird.
I just really want this
To live here.
apartment.
I don't know if I buy that. I feel like if you really just wanted to live here, you'd just do it.
I mean,
I don't buy that you really do. I don't listen. Great neighbor, but I didn't really know him besides, you know, he'd like come over sometimes if, I don't know, maybe he was lonely. We never really went to his house. I don't know what his deal is.
look. I'm gonna be real with you for a second. This guy Bob, he's actually my boss, and I haven't seen him for a while, so I'm really worried about him. We were really good friends, and he kind of just disappeared without a trace. So I'm trying to find out if he's in any danger or not. And it sounds like you guys got along really well when he was a good neighbor, so I would hope that you would at least help me try to find him, or give me any sort of info that would be useful in finding him, because I'm really concerned for his safety.
It's like one of those like second identities because I found out that you're a cop. Is that what's going on? Go ahead and make a persuasion roll.
Yeah.
I say that I believe you that you're not a cop. What? I don't know why it's your business if he's just your boss. You still
I mean,
working?
we were buddies. Yeah, he was a really good friend of mine. He was my boss, but he was also one of my best friends, someone I was really close to. That's why I'm putting in all this extra effort, even though, you know, people would think that we're just co-workers. Really concerned about if he's in any danger or not. He just disappeared one day without anybody seeing him, without any trace.
All right. She like pushes you into the dusty, empty room and closes the door behind you guys, and says, "All right, listen. I don't know if this has anything to do with anything, but it's all I got. All right. About a month ago or so, I heard he was shouting over the feed too, so it was pretty loud. Couldn't really make out what he was saying because the freaking channel was going on, but." Definitely seemed surprised. He mentioned the name. I think it was Karen or something like that. Anyways, after that, he stopped talking to all the neighbors, and then yeah, even this entire last week, he hadn't even been home. Those movers came by only a couple days ago, and he hadn't been here. So I don't know what's going on with him. Maybe he found some money and just decided to move or something?
Yeah, you know, I'm not really too sure. And I really thought
wish I
that,
could help you more, but it's all I got.
you know, I thank you for telling me as much as you know, and if you do learn anything, please let me know. Mind if I take a look around this place?
I mean, no, it's not even my house, so you go ahead.
Do you know anybody else that I can maybe talk to on this floor that knew him, or in this building maybe?
I mean, you could talk to everyone on this floor, but I don't know if you're gonna get anything more than that. I mean, you could try. I'm not gonna stop you. She turns to like open the door. Good luck with your search, whatever. I hope you do find it. Really do.
Thank you. Me too.
She takes her leave.
Have I like thoroughly searched this apartment? There's like, I know there's no like furniture or anything, but like.
No, you just like walked in and then she started talking to you.
I see.
So make an investigation check.
Wow.
Okay. You know, I was gonna do this anyway, so I don't feel too bad about it.
No. Okay. I don't like how this is sounding, but
So,
okay.
What I will tell you right now is that it's time for a break, so we're gonna be back in 10 minutes. Go and stretch your legs, grab your water, get
Okay.
some snacks, and we'll be back in roughly 10 minutes or so. Be back soon.